This is Justin on Tuesday, November 29th, 2022, looking at SPX on the 3 minute. So we opened pretty flat and had a bit of a flag come in here to open up, rolled back down, and might be putting in another little bigger flag. Also, the place that we put this first flag here really lines up well with the resistance that we had on Friday, a week and a half ago. That was a day we went like that and then came back down. All of that was part of like a bigger triangle shape like this, which we're also kind of forming. So it's really interesting to see, are we going to break down again? I would like to see us come down into some of this support somewhere in here. Down in here is where the 100 simple is sitting. So that over on the daily is the purple line. So right around here, it'd be nice to see that come down into some support like we did back on the 17th and get a bounce from there. And so let's zoom in on just today. And so there was, the closing candle is right here. So no gap whatsoever. Had a move below the 10. Well, let me start. So this opening candle, well, it opened without a gap. So we're not going to look to trade it for the first hour, which was here, according to the 10 EMA setup. It didn't break the higher low yesterday. So after this hour, then you can look for that setup. And we did have a couple of bear candles up here. This bear candle, it did get a bull candle closing above it or moving above it. So it's possible somebody went bullish here. Also, that was kind of a really good run up here. So I would wait a few more candles than just, two bear candles, then one going over it. Also, because that resistance, this kind of high wave candle here, it's like maybe bullish isn't the way to go. But there was a really nice bear setup right here. Incredible inverted hammer. So a setup like this, where this is your R, doing that with $100 risk, looking to take that to wherever you hit, like 1.2 would probably be around here. With just trading SPX, that's kind of what you would do. But looking at the option, it gets a little more difficult. Here's the call where you have some bullishness, or at least a flat a flat candle, open and close the same price. So the way I've got the settings, it's not a green candle, but close enough on the call. So that's the 39.50 call expired today. And then here's the 39.50 put. And so at the 9:57 time, you have a really nice hammer here. This was right about $1 range on the candle, but you would really need for it to move above this price of like maybe setting up for a stop limit of 325, and then a stop below, which would probably be at 2. So it's a little more than $100 risk. I think it could have worked. It's just a matter of when did it actually retest, and would that have filled before it just ran and had an incredible run. And then where would you have actually set a target on this? Probably previous low of the day here. But if you're looking for a little more than that in terms of your overall risk, probably a little further. So maybe the 1009 candle is, you've got a target down here. So at 1009, what was that doing? That was here. So yeah, if you had gotten in at 325 and then set a target, instead of setting a target here at like 750, maybe 10, maybe at 10, that would have been a nice target. That would have worked great. Hindsight, right? What else could have worked after that? Not really much with the 10 EMA setups. Obviously this had to retrace some, it didn't roll over, then it chopped through the 10. I don't know why you would have just taken this candle, but that would have worked. I don't think that's something that would have taken bullish right here. What's nice about this candle over here, it retested into the larger candle, even this one did, but there's not a 10 EMA setup to go bearish on that retest till way down here, so that really wouldn't have worked. Really, this was the move of the day. Everything else was really just consolidating, and we've got just more pressure that built up all day. So I mean, that's a pretty, yeah, it's pretty tight consolidation into the end of the day. Let me redraw this one. I keep bumping something. Let me try it again. Keep losing the tool. There we go. That's a really good consolidation on the day. If we open up without a gap in this area again, just like, you know, from this candle to the open today, you know, look for a breakout and then take the retest. So like if we try to draw it like this, there we go. If we stay in this area and gap, or not gap, we break out and then retest, look to get in bullish right there. And if we break down, retest, look to go bearish right there. Like look for a retracement into that apex and yeah, trade in that direction. So that's really all that I saw. That was really a clean setup today. Yeah, that was about it. So somewhat indecisive on the daily, but we might just kind of be waiting to see what happens tomorrow. If there is some sort of a Fed thing tomorrow, and we've pulled back quite a bit here. It's entirely possible. This is not the best place to draw it, but it's entirely possible that we will have a bigger swing between these lines. So this is a really big S curve here that's got a secondary kind of swing down. So if we do something quickly tomorrow where we're moving around like this, I would not expect it to take out the highs of these swings up, but we do have the 200 up in here, and then we've got the 100 down in here. So if we somehow get to either extreme, like I would say short the 200 and buy from the 100, just so that we kind of stay range bound like we've been for all this time. But I could be wrong. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So we'll see. Hope this helps. This is Justin. Thanks.